1970s, 1980s. The cartel was initially formed by Escobar and other drug lords in the early 1970s. They capitalized on the increasing demand for cocaine, particularly in the United States. The Medellín Cartel quickly became the largest producer and distributor of cocaine in the world, controlling up to 80% of the cocaine entering the U.S. at its peak. Escobar's rise to power. Escobar, known for his ruthlessness and cunning, became the public face of the cartel. He used extreme violence and bribery to secure his dominance, cultivating connections with politicians, law enforcement, and military officials. He also built a network of smuggling routes and created sophisticated logistics systems for transporting the drug. During his reign as the leader of the Medellín Cartel, Pablo Escobar relied on several top enforcers to carry out assassinations, kidnappings, bombings, and other violent acts. Here are some of the most notorious figures. John Jairo Vasquez, better known as Popeye. Role: chief hitman and Escobar's right-hand assassin. Stats: personally admitted to killing at least 300 people and ordering over 3,000 assassinations. Notable crimes: assassinated political figures, police officers, and journalists. Organized bombings, including the Avianca Flight 203 bombing, killing 110 people. Participated in the kidnapping of Andrés Pastrana Arengo, later president of Colombia. Fate: imprisoned in 1992, released in 2014, died of cancer in 2020. Brancis Muñoz Mosquera, aka Tyson, one of Escobar's key assassins, known for his brutality. Stats: killed hundreds, often through public executions. Notable crimes: led hit squads targeting politicians, law enforcement, and cartel rivals. Took part in massacres against rival cartels. Fate: killed in a gunfight with police in the early 1990s. Denis Muñoz Mosquera, aka La Cuica. Role: Escobar's primary bombing specialist. Stats: allegedly responsible for hundreds of bombings, causing thousands of deaths. Notable crimes: Avianca Flight 203 bombing, intended to kill a presidential candidate, but instead killed 110 civilians. Various car bombings across Colombia. Fate: arrested in the U.S. in 1991, sentenced to multiple life terms in federal prison. Carlos Mario Alzate, Urquijo, aka Arete. Role: high-ranking sicario, hitman, and security chief for Escobar. Stats: responsible for hundreds of assassinations. Notable crimes: personally eliminated cartel enemies and traitors. Organized logistics for Escobar's operations. Fate: surrendered in 1993, later released and disappeared from public records. Fernando Galeano and Gerardo Moncada. Role: key cartel lieutenants, managed financial operations, and enforcer squads. Stats: controlled large portions of Escobar's drug empire. Notable crimes: managed cartels' financial networks and reinvested billions. Allegedly stole from Escobar, which led to their execution by Escobar himself. Fate: killed on Escobar's orders in 1992. John Jairo Arias Tascon, better known as Pinina or Poison. Role: high-ranking hitman and head of Escobar's sicarios, hit squads. Stats: responsible for hundreds of assassinations, including law enforcement, journalists, and politicians. Notable crimes: led Escobar's hit squads in Medellín, enforcing cartel rule through extreme violence. Carried out assassinations of judges, police officers, and political figures. Orchestrated bombings and massacres against cartel enemies. Fate: killed in a shootout with Colombian authorities in 1990. Pinina was one of Escobar's most trusted and feared enforcers, playing a major role in the cartel's reign of terror. His death was a significant blow to Escobar's security structure. Mario Alberto Castaño Molina, known by the alias El Chopo, was one of the most feared sicarios in the Medellín Cartel and a trusted enforcer for Pablo Escobar. While not as publicly prominent as some of the cartel's financiers or family members, Castaño Molina was a crucial part of the cartel's military operations, often acting on Escobar's direct orders. As the Medellín Cartel's violence escalated in the late 1980s and early 1990s, Castaño Molina was involved in numerous assassinations, bombings, and targeted attacks against police officers, judges, journalists, and even rival traffickers. His ruthlessness earned him a notorious reputation within Colombia's criminal underworld. These men were instrumental in Escobar's war against the Colombian government, rival cartels, and law enforcement, creating one of the most violent periods in the country's history.